Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe my channel for fast updates. Okay, in today's lecture, we would like to discuss about SSC JE 2017 question paper related to electrical circuits as well as the basic electrical engineering topics. So now let's see. The first question is, which one of the following has the ability to store the energy in the form of electric charge? So answer is capacitor. See, in form of the electric charge, it is nothing but capacitor. In the form of magnetic flux means it is inductor. And see, if you observe resistor will dissipate the energy in the form of heat, whereas superconductor will have the zero resistivity. Okay. So next, coming to the next question, which one of the following has the least number of free electrons in it? See, conductors will have the more number of free electrons. Okay, so that we will have more conductivity, whereas semiconductors will have a medium. Okay, that means less than the conductors and more than the insulators. Okay, less than the conductors and more than the insulators. Okay, it will have free electrons. And whereas in the superconductors will have a very high free electrons, very high amount of free electrons. And whereas the insulators will have the least number of free electrons. So answer is insulators. Okay, answer is insulators. So coming to the next question, what is the SI unit of? Okay, so answer is power. Okay, answer is power. See, current is the SI unit for the SI unit for the current is amperes, SI unit for the voltage is volts, SI unit for the power is watts, and SI unit for the resistance is ohms. Okay, so here the answer is power. Okay, next, coming to the next question, which one of the following is the expression for the electrical power? Okay, so power formula is nothing but what, sir? V into I, or V square by R, or I square R. Okay, so what, sir? VI or I square R or V square by R. Okay, these are the formulas. Okay, these are the formulas. Okay, so now let us see. So answer is what, sir? V square by R. Okay, so option 4 is right. You can check here. Next, coming to the fifth question, what will be the resistance in ohms of a resistor? Okay, what will be the resistance in ohms of a resistor when the current flowing through the resistor is 2 amperes and the potential difference between the ends of the resistor is 40 volts. That means what, sir? Potential difference is nothing but voltage equal to 40 volts given, whereas I equal to 20 amperes given. So what is resistance, sir? V by I, that is nothing but what, sir? 40 by 20, which is equal to, it is 2 amperes, not 20 amperes. Okay, so 40 by 2 means it is nothing but 20 ohms. Okay, 20 ohms. Okay, 20 ohms. So answer is 20. Okay, so coming to the next question, what will be the cross sectional area of a 18 meters long? That means what, sir? Its length is equal to 18 meters. Okay, 18 meters. Okay, of a cylindrical wire when the resistivity of the wire is equal to 0.67 ohm meter. Okay, 0.67 ohm meter. Okay, and resistance of the wire is 12 ohms. Okay, resistance of the wire is 12 ohms. So what he is asking, sir? He is asking you about area of cross section. See, we know R equal to rho L by A. Okay, so then A equal to rho L by R, right? Rho L by R. So what is rho value, sir? Here 0.67 ohm meter into, okay, what is length? 18 meters. Okay, by what is the resistance given? Resistance given is 12 ohms. Okay, 12 ohms. If you solve this, you will get 2 meter square. Okay, 2 meter square. So answer is 2 meter square. Okay, so next, question number 7, if you observe, determine the equivalent capacitance in microfarads of the given electrical network. Okay, so if you observe here, what is the formula, sir, for this? These three capacitances are in series. Okay, so we know 1 by C equivalent is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3, right? 1 by C3. Okay, so what is that, sir? 1 by C equivalent. Okay, let me take it as C equivalent dash. Okay, C equivalent dash equal to 1 by what sir, 4 micro plus 1 by 10 micro plus 1 by 40 micro. Okay, you have to take like that. Okay, okay, let me write here. Okay, 1 by 4 micro plus 1 by 10 micro, okay, plus 1 by 40 micro. Okay, so it is equal to 1 by C equivalent dash. Let me take. Okay, so if we see, it is nothing but 1 by 40 micro is my LCM, so it is 10. Okay, plus 4 plus 1, it is equal to 1 by C equivalent dash. Okay, so that means what sir, on the numerator we have 15 by 40 microfarads. It is nothing but our denominator, that is equal to 1 by C equivalent dash. That means what sir, C equivalent dash is equal to, let me reverse the numerator and denominator. C equivalent dash is equal to 40 micro by 15, right? C equivalent dash is equal to 40 micro by 15. Okay, so this is my C equivalent dash. Okay, and now this is in parallel with, okay, and this equivalent is in parallel with my 20 microfarads, right? So parallel means we should add that. Okay, we should add this 20 micro. Okay, so that implies what sir, C equivalent, that is nothing but my C equivalent now. Okay, so it is equal to what sir, 15 is my LCM. Okay, because here my denominator will be 1 only, na? So 15, so 40 micro, okay, plus 300 micro, 300 micro, that implies what sir, 340 micro by 15. Okay, that means 340 micro by 15. Okay, so if you solve this, you will get the answer. Okay, that is nothing but 22.66 you will get. Okay, you will get 22.66. So option 4 you will get. Okay, and next, coming to the next question, question number 8. Determine the separation between the plates. Okay, that means distance between the plates of a parallel plate capacitor placed in air. That means epsilon r is equal to 1. Epsilon r is equal to 1. Directly he is telling that epsilon r equal to 1. Okay, if it is placed in the air means it is nothing but 1. So when the area of the plates is 0.02 square meters, that means 0.02 meter square. Area is equal to what sir? 0.02 meter square. Okay, meter square. Okay, next, I'm sorry, area is equal to 0.02 meter square. Okay, so next, the voltage of the battery connected to the parallel plate capacitor V is equal to how much sir? 4 volts. V equal to 4 volts. Okay, and now, and the charge stored on the plates is equal to 16 farads. Okay, Q equal to 16 picofarads. That means it's 16 into 10 power minus 12. Okay, coulombs, not farads. Okay, 16 into 10 power minus 12 coulombs. Okay, then what he is asking sir, he is asking you to calculate value of D, right? Value of D. That means what sir? C equal to, what is the formula sir? C is equal to Q by V, right? Q equal to CV, na? Then C equal to Q by V. So first of all we have to calculate C value by using this Q and V. Okay, once you got that value of C, then what is the formula sir? We know C is equal to epsilon naught epsilon r A by D, right? So then what is the formula for D? D is equal to epsilon naught epsilon r A by C. Okay, epsilon naught epsilon r A by C. We know epsilon naught is equal to 8.854 into 10 power minus 12 and epsilon r is equal to 1 and area is given as 0.02 already and divided by C. C is nothing but what sir? We already calculated, right? C equal to Q by V. So that value you have to substitute here. Then you will get D in meters. Okay, D in meters. So answer, if you solve that, you will get 4.4. Okay, 4.4 you will get. Okay, next, coming to the next question, question number 9. So determine the power delivered by the current source to the given electrical circuits in watts, sir. Okay, so now let us see, here my current source is having a 5 amperes of current. Okay, so now it is, as it is sending 5 amperes, so what is the power sir? See, we have no other sources, right? So power formula is equal to P equal to I square R, right? I square R. R is nothing but R equivalent. If you want to calculate R equivalent from the source side, you have to calculate from the right hand side. Okay, that means see, our source is at the left side, so we have to start calculating from the right side. So 6 plus 4 is in okay, 6 plus 4, okay, 6 and 4 4 ohms are in the series connection, so it is nothing but 10 ohms. 6 plus 4 equal to 10, and this 10 is in parallel with my 3, right? 10 is in parallel with my 3 means 10 into 3 by 10 plus 3, right? 10 into 3 by 10 plus 3, it becomes what's that? 30 by 13. Okay, and for that value my 2 ohms is in series, so we have to add this 2 also. That means what's a 30 plus 26, that means 56 by 13, it is equal to 56 by 13. You will get, okay, 56 by 13. So if you solve that, you will get a value. Okay, once you got that value, okay, you have to substitute here. Okay, that means what's our, see, we all know I is equal to what's our 5 amperes, right? So that means what's our 5 square means 25 into R equivalent is how much, sir? 56 by 13. Okay, if you solve this value, okay, you will get 107.5. Okay, you will get 107.5. This value you will get. Okay, next question. Question number 10. Okay, determine the power in watts of a lamp A and lamp B respectively for the given circuit diagram. Okay, so we have a diagram here. Lamp A is having a 10 ohm resistance and lamp B will have a 5 ohm resistance. See, these lamps are nothing but the incandescent lamps, where incandescent lamps will have the resistive in nature. Okay, the incandescent lamps are resistive in nature, so they will act like a resistor, right? So 10 ohms and 5 ohms are in series, and then what is the I value? Current value is equal to I equal to V by R equivalent. So V by R equivalent means I equal to 40 by what, sir? 15, right? It is equal to what, sir? 5 3 jar, 5 8 jar. So it is nothing but 2.67. Okay, 2.67. You will get 8 by 3 means 2.67. Okay, so this is my current. Okay, 2.67 amperes. Okay, next, what he is asking you to calculate, sir? He is asking you to calculate power of the lamp A and lamp B, okay, in the given circuit. See, if you observe carefully, both lamp A and lamp B are in series, so therefore in series the current is same. That means what, sir? Both lamp A and lamp B both are carrying the same amount of current. So we know power formula is I square R, right? I square R. That means what, sir? P1 is equal to I square R1, right? I square R1. That means what's our 2.67 square into 10. That is the power in the lamp A. And what about the lamp B power, sir? Power in the lamp B, that is nothing but I square R2. I square R2 nothing but 2.67 whole square into R2 value is how much, sir? 5, right? So 2.67 whole square into 5. So if you solve these two values, you will get the answer. Okay, so answer is, correct answer is option 3. Okay, correct answer is option 3. Okay, next, coming to the next question, which one of the following statement is true? Okay, so superposition theorem is applicable for the voltage calculation as well as the current calculations. Okay, so here in the options he has given that superposition is not applicable to the voltage calculation, so it is wrong. Okay, so it is wrong. Next, superposition theorem is not applicable for the power calculation. Yes, it is right. See, superposition theorem is applicable to calculation of voltage and currents. Okay, it is not applicable to the power calculation. Okay, next, superposition theorem is not applicable to the bilateral elements. It is wrong because it is applicable to the bilateral elements. Okay, next, bilateral element means what, sir? Resistance and all. Okay, and it is applicable to the passive elements. See, passive elements, we are having resistance, inductance and capacitance. So those things only we are using in superposition theorem, na, in circuits. See, it is also wrong. Okay, because it is a true statement. Sorry, it is a what? For passive elements, superposition theorem is applicable. Okay, so because it is a false statement, so we are not considering it. So answer is superposition theorem is not applicable to the power calculation. Okay, next, why it is not applicable to the power calculation, sir? See, if we take an element, okay, because of one source, if you are having some current through it, okay, if you are having some current I1 dash, let it be, okay, and because of the other source, okay, we are having another current I1 double dash, okay, if you add them, you will get the resultant current, okay, which is nothing but when we are operating with both the active source, both the sources as active cases, okay, both the sources in active cases, then also we will get the same value, okay, some of them will give the resultant value, okay, both for voltage as well as the okay, voltage as well as the current. But see, P is not is equal to P1 plus P2, sir, okay, so it is not valid here, okay, superposition theorem is not valid. Okay, next, coming to the next question. Which one of the following is an active element of the circuit? See, active element and passive elements. Active elements means sources, sir, okay, voltage source, current source, okay, battery, these are the active elements, sir. Whereas in the capacitor, inductor and resistances, okay, RLC are the what, sir? Passive elements. So capacitor is wrong, resistance is wrong, inductance is wrong, okay, remaining is current source, that is right, okay. So next, the closed path, okay, made by the combination of the several branches of the network is called as, the closed path is nothing but a loop, right? So answer is loop, okay, so answer is loop. Next, see, terminals means open or closed, okay, we cannot say terminals. Circuit also maybe it may have a closed loops as well as the open terminals also, we can't say, okay. Whereas junction means what, sir? Combination of okay, that means what's the connecting point, it is nothing but a node, okay. So see, answer is loop. Next, coming to the 14th question. Which one of the following is the statement of Ohm's law? Ohm's law statement is what, sir? I is directly proportional to V at a constant temperature, right? So voltage is always equal to current is wrong, okay. So next, voltage is inversely proportional to current is wrong, because they are directly proportional, na? And current is directly proportional to the voltage is right, okay. And current doesn't depend upon the voltage, okay, current doesn't depend upon the voltage, this is also wrong because they are directly proportional, na? So answer is option 3. Next, what will be the value of the I5 in amperes for the given network, okay, I5 in amperes in the given network. See, this question is very typical question, sir. So while solving this question, students feel that this is an easy question, but see, you will definitely, okay, do wrongs, okay, while calculating this value. See, if you observe carefully at node 1, okay, at this node, if you see what, sir, 2 amperes are entering, 4 amperes are entering, and 5 amperes are entering. So entering currents are 2 plus 4 plus 5, that is equal to 11 amperes, okay. Whereas okay, outgoing currents are only I4, right, only I4. So I4 is nothing but what, sir? I4 is nothing but 11 amperes, okay, I4 equal to 11 amperes. And now see, what is the value of I5, okay, what is the value of I5, okay. So that is equal to what, sir? I4, okay, minus 2, okay, I4 minus 2, that means what, sir? I4 minus 2 means 11 minus 2, it is equal to 9, okay, it is equal to 9, okay. So I5 is equal to 9, this is what students will tell, okay, this is what students will tell. But the actual answer is not 9. Why? Because see, it has 3 paths, not only 2 paths, okay. See, this is one path, this is one path, and this is also another path, right? So here also, if you see, in this path, it is nothing but what, sir? 4 plus 3, okay, going outside, okay, 4 plus 3 going outside, right? So that means what, sir? Here my I4 equal to 11, that is fine, okay. Whereas I5 equal to what, sir? 11 minus 2, okay, minus this 7 also, okay. That means what, sir? We will have 2 amperes, okay, 2 amperes. So answer is 2 amperes, right? Answer is 2 amperes. So answer is 2 amperes. I'm so sorry, right? Answer is 2 amperes, okay. Next, coming to the question number 16. So determine the Thevenin's equivalent resistance in ohms across the terminals X and Y for the given electrical circuit, okay. So see, here you have to calculate equivalent resistance, right? So this will be short circuit, this will be short circuit. Then that means what, sir? R equivalent is equal to 8 into 6 by 8 plus 6, because they are in parallel, right? So it is nothing but what, sir? 48 by 14. If you solve them, you will get approximately 3 point something, right? 3.43 you got, okay. And next, question number 17. What will be the voltage V between the points A and B for the given electrical circuit? Okay, what will be the voltage V between the points A and B? See, V is nothing but what, sir? I into R, right? V is nothing but I into R. V equal to I into R, right? I into R. So if you observe carefully, I into R is nothing but R equivalent, right? R equivalent is nothing but what, sir? 2 parallel to 4. Okay, 2 into 4 by 6, right? 2 1s are 2 3s are, that is nothing but 1.33. Okay, and this is in series with my 8. That means what, sir? It is nothing but 9.33. Okay, it is nothing but 9.33. So 4 into 9.33, 4 into 9.33 is nothing but what, sir? It is nothing but 37.33 or 32 something. Okay, 37.33. Okay, so answer is 37.32, right? So next, question number 18. What will be the voltage V at a node A in the given circuit diagram? Okay, so what will be the voltage V, sir? You have to solve by using nodal analysis, sir, by applying V here. Okay, so V minus 12, okay, by 2 plus V minus, okay, V by 1, okay, plus V minus 24 by, okay, 2. Okay, it is equal to 0. Okay, if you solve this, you will get V value. Okay, if you solve this, you will get value of V. Once you got V, okay, I is, okay, what he is asking? Voltage at that node only, na? So that is your answer. If you solve that, you will get 9. Okay, 9 volts you will get. Okay, you will get 9 volts. Okay, next, question number 19. What will be the current in amperes through 4 ohm resistor if the source of the 4 volts with the internal resistance of 2 ohms is connected at a XY terminals with positive terminal X, right? So what he is telling is, he is giving that, see, 2 ohms here and 4 ohms, 4 volts here. Okay, so then what he is asking, sir? Current through this branch. Okay, current through this branch. Okay, what is the I value? Okay, so now calculate by using what, sir? First of all, what you have to do is, you have to, okay, use substitute, what you call, you have to convert this current source into the voltage source, right? So that means what, sir? Source transformation theorem you have to use. Okay, source transformation theorem means what, sir? This is now 4 volts. Okay, 4 volts, 2 into 2 becomes 4 volts. So this is nothing but what, sir? 2 ohms, and we have another 2 ohms here, right? Another 2 ohms. That means of 2 volts, we have another 2 na, so it becomes 4 ohms, right? So 4 volts. Okay, so it is nothing but what's the circuit will looks like this. Okay, 4 volts, 4 ohms, and here it is 4 ohms, and here it is 2 ohms we have connected na, and 4 volts we have connected na, so this is 4 volts. Okay, so now if you apply what you call nodal analysis at this terminal, okay, you will get voltage at this point. Now this is nothing but voltage across this 4 ohm resistance, right? So you apply nodal analysis. Nodal analysis is nothing but what, sir? V minus 4 by 4 plus V by 4 plus V minus 4 by 2. Okay, V minus 4 by 4 plus V by 4 plus V minus 2 by 4. Okay, 2 by 4 is equal to 0. Okay, so it is equal to 0. So then you will get V value. So that is nothing but your answer, right? Next, see, he is asking current, right, not voltage. So current I is equal to what, sir? Whatever the voltage, okay, whatever the voltage V you got divided by this 4 ohm resistance, because in that 4 ohms only he is asking, na? So that will be our current. Okay, that will be our current. So answer will be 0.75. Okay, you will get voltage as 3 volts, and so 3 by 4 is equal to 0.75 amperes is the current. Okay, next question number 20. So find the value of the current in amperes through the load resistance RL in the given circuit diagram. Okay, RL in the given circuit diagram. So what he is asking, sir? He is asking you to calculate current through the load resistance. Okay, so that is nothing but, okay, that is nothing but here he is asking. Okay, so now what you have to do, sir? Again you have to apply nodal analysis only, because all these points are of the same node only, right? So I am taking V here. So nodal analysis means what, sir? V minus 10 by 1 plus V minus 5 by 2, okay, plus V by 4, okay, sir, V minus 10 by 4, okay, plus V by 6 is equal to 0. So if you solve this, you will get V value. Once you got V, I is nothing but what, sir? I is nothing but V by 6, right? I equal to V by 6, right? Here it is voltage V na at this node. So V by 6 is nothing but the current. Okay, so you will calculate I. Next question. The SI unit of the magnetic permeance is, okay, SI unit of the magnetic permeance. What do you mean by permeance, sir? Permeance, okay, that is nothing but allowance of the moment of energy or the matter through something. Okay, permeance is nothing but the allowance of movement of energy or matter through something. Okay, so its units are Henry, sir. Its units are Henry. Okay, next, coming to the question number 22, which one of the following is the correct expression for the magnetic reluctance? Okay, magnetic reluctance. Following expression is correct. He is asking. See, magnetic reluctance. See, for resistance, what, sir? EMF by current, right? EMF by current. Okay, for the reluctance in the magnetic circuit, it is MMF by okay, MMF by flux. MMF by flux. MMF units are what, sir? Ampere turns. Okay, we can write MMF like Fm or F. Okay, by flux is nothing but phi. So answer is F by phi. Okay, or Fm by phi. So answer will be 4, right? Okay, answer will be 4. Next. So determine the produced MMF in ampere turns in a magnetic circuit if it has 60 turns, carrying current is 0.5 amperes. Okay, so that means what he is asking, sir? MMF units are ampere turns. That itself tells you ampere into turns. That means 0.5 into 60, which is equal to 30, which is equal to 30. So answer is 30. Okay, so next. Question number 24. Magnetic flux through any closed surface is 0, sir. Okay, magnetic flux through any closed surface is 0. Okay, next, coming to the question number 25. Determine the magnitude of the induced EMF V. Okay, induced EMF in volts in a coil if the current changes from plus 2 amperes to minus 2 amperes in 0.5 seconds and the coefficient of mutual inductance is 0.5. Okay, so that is nothing but what, sir? E is equal to m into di by dt. M into di by dt. That means what, sir? M is given as 0.5, right? M is given as 0.5. Okay, into di by dt. Di is nothing but what, sir? Change in current. Okay, change in current is nothing but I1 minus I2, right? I1 is nothing but 2 amperes minus 2 amperes. Okay, I1 is nothing but what, sir? 2 amperes, whereas I2 equal to minus 2 amperes. That means I1 minus I2 equal to 2 minus of minus 2, which is equal to 2 plus 2, which is equal to 4 amperes, right? So di is equal to 4, whereas dt is equal to in which, how many seconds, sir? 0.5 seconds, right? 0.5 seconds. So answer is 0.5 gets cancelled. So answer will be 4. Answer will be 4. Okay, so these are the questions from 2017 JEE Electrical SSC, sir. So we would like to discuss the remaining topics. Okay, I mean next. Okay, in the next lecture we would like to discuss 2018 paper. Okay, thank you all. Please subscribe my channel if you are not yet subscribed for the fast updates of my lectures. Thank you all.